Flags fly, and is that Norwood?
Yeah,
jumped the gun.
I think Eric Norwood was trying to time up.
Sasaktchewan, number 38. 5-yard penalty will become first down.
Norwood heads off. The Roughriders have the most offside and procedure calls in the league so far this season. Chris Jones even mentioned this week, if we can eliminate the pre-snap penalties, we'll be an improved team.
Just their 4th penalty tonight. Big one, though, gives Zach Claris a new set of downs.
First and 10. Claris running out of the pocket, directing traffic, looking downfield for Jones, who can't make the catch. Casey Rogers in coverage.
Yeah, he was. He was in good position and didn't grab the receiver and get the call. Because when the quarterback scrambles like Zach Claris is doing here, he's asking his target to get down the field. The temptation is to grab that receiver, pull him down.
Jones sets up 2nd and 10.
This is a big down here into the wing.
Would be a 42-yard field goal if they don't advance. Here's Claris throwing, and it's incomplete. Tried to get it to Fantuz, and you wonder if Foster got a finger on it.
It looked like he was close. If not, he distracted Fantuz. He's frustrated. That's one that Fantuz wanted. He had lots of room to run, too, because Otha Foster took a chance and cut underneath this. And did he just get a piece? Certainly distracted, because there was room for Fantuz to turn the corner. He might have scored here.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Foster did get a piece of it, but again, might have blocked his vision at a critical time. So Maher. And he has missed to the right. And it's coming up. Joe Craig threw the first wave, but dropped around the 14-yard line. Louis Richardson takes him down. But Kent Austin's team comes up empty. Still a 7-point Rough Rider lead. But they've been quiet so far offensively in the second half. Well, they rolled up big yardage in the first half. 7 catches of 102 yards for Caleb Hawley. But a couple of 2-and-outs so far in this second half for Saskatchewan.
Yeah, he was into the boundary, into the short side of the field for that first half. Right now they've got him in the slot to the wide side.
Here's Durant swinging it to Edwards. Up to the 20-yard line. And he has 5.
I think they found something in Amonte Edwards. I mean, you know, you look at his resume and his history, and he's a tremendous athlete, quarterback in college. We talked about that in their last game, but I like the way he runs routes. I mean, this guy is a guy I think can contribute over the long haul.
5 catches, 76 yards, and as an ex-quarterback, they say he's a guy who knows how to get in the right spot to help his quarterback. There's Rob Bagg, who has made a career of that with Darian Durant, taken down by Sermons, but it's a first down.
How important is getting the starting tailback back in the lineup for Darian Durant? Well, got their first win in a long time when Curtis Steele was back in the lineup, and when he's in there, the protection goes up a notch. There's Curtis Steele stepping up on Simone Lawrence.
That's the initial first down of the third quarter for the Rough Riders. Running out of time with the wind at their back, just over 2 minutes left, and that pass out of Edwards' reach.
Lawrence got a little bit closer there. Wando Steinhauer right now is really giving Darian Durant a lot of different looks. We've seen Adrian Tracy and John Chick line up as linebackers. They've lined up in the middle, right over the center, away from their normal defensive end spots. We've seen Simone Lawrence all over the field in different locations.
Big play here, 2nd and 10. Durant scrambles, drops it off. Bag's got a first down and more. Over midfield and down to the Hamilton 51-yard line. Offense stays on the field. Dominic Ellis bumps Bag out.
Durant managing the pocket here makes this work because Rob Bagg has to come from the wide side of the field, the right side of the offensive formation, all the way across, and doesn't open up till he gets over there. Durant spots him because he manages the pocket, moves to his left, buys himself more time, and then his target gets there for him.
30-yard play on the season for number 6, 34 to be exact. And now it's Steele left side, and a cutback, another first down. And finally dragged down at the 30-yard line. Curtis Steele with a burst.
Just churning. Curtis Steele is just churning those legs. And how about Saskatchewan running right at the strength of the Hamilton defensive line? John Chick right off the edge, and they're going right at him. Blocked by Xavier Fulton. Nice miss in the hole. And Curtis Steele.
19 for Steele. Delano Johnson, defensive end, gets attention. So we'll step out and be right back. Darian Durant over 300 yards, 326 on the night, has a touchdown pass. This beauty to Monty Edwards also has scored one on the ground. But they've had some big plays. Dipsky a big one. Rob Bagg on this drive. And there's his touchdown run after Mitchell Gale failed to get in.
34th 300-yard passing game of Darian Durant's career, and the 5th for him this season.
And we hear this week some contract talks have begun
between the organization and Darian Durant's agent. Durant was talking to the media this week about it briefly. Said his focus was on the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
Final minute here of the 3rd quarter. First down, Steele trying to cut back, and this time swarmed. And there's the middle linebacker, Larry Dean, who's had a big year. He was terrific last week against Montreal. 8 tackles, a couple of forced fumbles, and a sack in that game against the Alouettes.
Yeah, just a couple of plays behind his teammate Simone Lawrence in the defensive play categories, and just good run stopper in the middle out of Valdosta State.
By the way, if you're trying to beat Hamilton, build your lead through 3 quarters, because the Ticats don't allow many 4th quarter points, only 45 this season. Flags are down, and so is Durant, as John Chick gets there again, working against Thaddeus Coleman.
And did that hurt Durant?
Yeah.
He tried to save the loss by throwing it away.
I think the ruling now is incompletion, but the more important matter is Durant's status.
Offside, Hamilton, number 97, 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down. We'll extend the quarter for this play.
And it happens on an offside against the Ticats. Ted Laurent.
And this is John Chick. John Chick off the edge. There's your penalty on Laurent, but also John Chick on the bull rush. Tackle around the waist to bring Durant down. Ends up on his lower legs. Obviously not a penalty when you start around the waist. Good clean tackle by Chick. We'll see what happens.
Come down on that left ankle, maybe? It's hard to say. Not really a limp as Durant comes to the sideline.
I was wondering if he hit his head on the turf and was just a little shaken up from that.
Well, Mitchell Gale comes back in on what will be the final play of the third quarter, 2nd and 5. And they'll hand it off. Steele got a first down.
Smart play calling there. Cold quarterback, run the ball.
And again, Durant has to stay out 2 more plays. But as they change ends, the Riders have the lead, and they're in scoring range once again, looking for a 2nd straight win and avenging that big loss to Hamilton earlier this year. Over 300 yards passing already for Darian Durant, but the big play of the game that's going to be talked about, especially in Hamilton, this one in the 2nd quarter, Mitchell Gale trying to sneak for the first down.
Game was 10-all at this point, Chris, and the ball ripped out here by Vaughn, and again on review it was ruled that he was down by contact. I want to explain how that works, because this is control of the football. Obviously it's against my body, it's both points of the ball are taken, but I'm also in control here until you twist it out of my hands, and that was the control that Mitchell Gale had at that point. That's why that call, I believe, was correct. I know Hamilton fans don't like it, but I think it was a correct call. I just want to explain how it worked.
Knee touchdown just before the ball became out of control for Gale. Mitchell Gale in the game now. That's high and intercepted. Big play there by Dominic Ellis, who moves to the Sam linebacker spot tonight for the injured Rico Murray. And Mitchell Gale, this time a turnover will stand for Hamilton.
Dominic Ellis gets this interception on the high throw, but the play is made a couple of plays ago by John Chick. When John Chick hits Durant, takes him to the turf, Durant has to leave now for 3 plays. 2 plays later, Mitchell Gale is high on a throw, it's tipped, and Dominic Ellis has an interception. No points on the drive for the Riders, and Hamilton still here and very much in this game.
2nd interception of the year for Ellis. Both came against Saskatchewan. And Orlando Steinauer's team starting to take the ball away with regularity. Spencer Watt, the intended target.
That was a good decision, Chris, by Spencer Watt. He was coming on that slant, and it was going to be intercepted. So he just knocked it down.
Eric Norwood may have got a hand on it at the line of scrimmage. Last time the 2 teams met, 7 takeaways for Hamilton. That's the 2nd on the night. And now 17 in the last 6 games for the Tiger Cats. Now can they convert it into points? 2nd and 10. Here comes pressure. Knocks on the blitz, gets picked up. And the pass is caught by Fantus for a big first down at the 45.
Zach Calera's probably initially thought what you and I both thought, Chris, was that it was pressure. But at the end of it, watch Calera's. Now keep running a little bit further, guys, for a second. Now hold it there. 1, 2, 3, 4 brushers only. Calera's knew he had time in the pocket, sat in there and delivered a strike.
1st and 10. Guns in another completion to Fantus. A short gain there as they'll mark him at the 49. Maybe the 48, so only 3 on the play. Here's Fantus' numbers, looking for his first 100-yard gain.
He had
7 for 99 in the season opener.
93 so far tonight. He's on track to register his first. Not a surprise with all those other receivers out of the lineup.
Top Canadian in the 2007 Grey Cup game. Here's Palaos under pressure and tossed that away, and it falls incomplete, but a flag down in the Roughriders secondary.
Otha Foster was covering Andy Fantus, and both were kind of shaking their head looking at the official that threw that flag. I think Zach Caleros was just throwing that away.
On a receiver. Saskatchewan, number 20. 10-yard penalty, it will become a first down.
Boy, marginal there, but I think Caleros was throwing it away. That was pressure. That was full blitz from Saskatchewan. He was on the run in retreat. Threw it to an open area on the field. Marginal illegal contact call.
And Collaros goes to the sidelines, even though it's not short yardage. Jeremiah Mazzoli gets a series. And a play action fake, and the option read straight ahead for Mazzoli down to the 46. One play, and he'll head to the sidelines.
A couple pulling offensive linemen lead him into the hole, getting to second and medium, 2nd and 5. Way better in that regard in the second half.
Pressure again. Collaros stands in down the sidelines, incomplete. Little contact there that Banks is trying to sell. There isn't a flag, and will we get a challenge?
Well, Brandon Banks wants Ken Austin to throw the challenge flag. Let's take a look, and Austin saying just that's up to him. He'll take a look at it, and the guys, the spotters for the Ticats will also take a look at Banks. Justin Cox in coverage.
I don't know.
I think that ball was thrown out of bounds as well.
Doesn't look like there's enough there for Austin's challenge. He'll keep it in his pocket and send out Maher. 53-yard attempt. 4 for 4 beyond 50 this year. And he has missed this. It'll go through for a single. And it's a 6-point Rider lead. TSN continues tomorrow. Lions up against the Packers. Catch it 1 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on TSN 2. Fans have braved a chilly, rainy night here at Mosaic. And Austin's team could move into first place in the East with a win, but they'll have to come back in the fourth. Down by 6 after the missed field goal. Gill still in at quarterback. Hawley's got another catch. Trying to rip it away from him is Cassius Vaughn, but Hawley holds on. Let's go to the sidelines and get a Durant update from Lee Jones.
Yeah, thanks, guys. He was throwing the football just before the last series. Looked like he was ready to go, but one of the training staff went over to talk to him, and they went underneath to the locker room. All the Riders are saying right now is that he is being re-evaluated.
And looking at his neck and head, I thought he hit his head on the turf when he was pulled down by John Chick, and maybe going through concussion protocol as well.
2nd and short, flag comes down, and Steele's going to get stuffed. Adrian Tracy, another play. Simone Lawrence is there. Let's check the flag. Steele had to get into Ticat territory and was stopped short of midfield.
The Rough Riders that are standing on the field calling for the trainer.
Andrew Jones, who came in this second half, is down. Rough Riders have lost 28 man games on the offensive line this year.
Hamilton's been hit with injuries too. Big time.
Chris Best and Brendan Labatt remain out, and it looks like their seasons
Procedure
are
no
done.
win. Saskatchewan, the penalty be declined. 3rd down.
So we'll be 3rd down. An alignment issue, and the punt team comes on, and Andrew Jones gingerly makes his way to the sidelines. Bartell on the punt, and the game breaker, Brandon Banks, awaits. on the clock. And now Bartell with a good boot. Outside the numbers again, and Biggs doesn't have any room. Gets pushed out on the sidelines after a 38-yard punt, and 5 on the return. It's the Riders by 6. Coming up on Tuesday, get close to the sidelines with CFL 30.
I'm mic'd up today.
You gonna eat cat food today, boy?
They'll juice me up and I run it all day.
Boom!
I've heard a lot of trash talking. I've never heard somebody say you're going to eat cat food today.
Look out, ball came loose. They're going to rule incomplete. Jonathan Newsom turns up the heat.
Yes, he does, and that's a couple times now for Jonathan Newsom.